Hey there, Glenn with the Toy Temple, and today I'm taking a look at the first 10 years Marvel Legends, Captain America, Steve Rogers, and Peggy Carter. And I know it doesn't say Steve Rogers, but that's Steve Rogers. So looking at the box, it's big. I love these 10th year anniversary MCU boxes. They're fantastic. Big logo right there across the front, featuring Captain America. Ooh. Debuting in the first Avenger. Fantastic. Legends up there. You can get a good look at the two figures in there. Love this 2-pack. I've wanted a Peggy Carter for a long time. On the side, it gives you a good look at Cap himself in his first outfit, featuring the bomber jacket and that big blue helmet. On the other side, you get Peggy Carter looking awesome, all dressed up in her outfit. On the back, gives you a rundown of each character and a movie poster. One thing I love to do is, and maybe you can see it behind me, whoop, I love to cut out the inserts from certain movies or from the boxes because I love the box art and people spend so much time working on them. I want to preserve it, save it. So I take some masking tape and I throw it up on the shelf, and it adds to the flair of your shelves. Think about it. The next time you want to display something cool or make your shelf unique in some way, it's a great thing to do. Back to the box though. You've got Peggy, you got Steve, you got the movie poster. It's good stuff. Obviously, I'm excited for today's review. I love Captain America. This is probably number 7, maybe, for Captain America figures I own. I don't know, I own a lot. So I'm excited to get it open, put another Cap on the shelf and the first Peggy, and I hope you'll join me. Also, one thing of note, save these backgrounds. They're box inserts, but look how cool this is. You can take a big time picture featuring a big explosion behind you. That's cool. Definitely save these things. They come in handy every now and then. And here's Cap and Peggy out of the package. And they look awesome. They look straight out of the 1940s. But reviewing two figures at the same time is a bit difficult. So let's take turns. First, we're going to do Cap first. So Cap has a lot to love on him. There's bandoliers, there's a vest. You can see that they painted the little star in the center of his shirt. A little sloppy with the paint. Some of the white got on the brown, unfortunately, but he looks awesome. He's got these gloves on his hands. No additional hands, so if you want to swap them, you better pull some out of your accessory drawer. He does have a holster for his gun. It has a little snap on it. Does the gun fit? It does. It does, but I'm willing to bet that that's more of a Peggy accessory. Speaking of holsters, there's a knife, and the knife goes in the knife holster as well. And that thing slides right in. Amazing. Looks really good. He's got pockets. He's got boot cut. Oh my gosh. He's got double jointed knees, thigh. Legs don't kick back super far. They do kick out 90 degrees. And they do go up that far, so not too bad in the leg department. Not too bad, not great. He does have waist. Thank you. He does not have ab crunch, but he does have upper diaphragm due to the jacket. He does have shoulder range, goes all the way around. He does have double jointed elbows, which is fantastic. Hinge on the hands, and they do rotate. And then he does have some attitude and some head movement. Fantastic. Can look all the way around. And the head sculpt's pretty good too. Not too shabby. I love this design. I actually, truth be told, I already pulled this dude out and messed with him a little bit during the Rocketeer review, just for the intro. I needed a good soldier type, and this guy fit the bill. He does come with a helmet. However, the helmet technically doesn't work. It doesn't strap, because there's not enough strap and there's no connector. A lot of these accessories seem like they're made just for Cap. The gun, yeah, you could give to Peggy, but he clearly has a holster, so I'm gonna say it's made for him. The Tommy gun, rifle assault thing, that fits in his hands, and I don't remember her ever using it in the movie. The helmet fits him, the two shields are for him. I mean, you could give Peggy the unpainted shield, but I don't recall her using it. And I think And I think the worst part about this one is the smearing of brown all over it. I really wish they hadn't smeared the brown all over it. It would have been awesome to have it just as the classic original shield. But they didn't do that, and it looks really kind of gross. But I'm still happy to have this shield. It's the original Captain America shield. I mean, legit. This one I could do without. I don't need the prototype. I don't need the 18th million Captain America shield. And another thing, they just painted the backside white. You can't, come on, you did, I know it's all the same color because it's molded in white, but come on. And what's this? Is this for his back? There's no attachment for that square piece. What is this for? It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. And then not to mention there is another cap head that I think only has a new haircut. Very odd selection. No accessories for Peggy. That's sad. But the cap though, if you're collecting G.I. Joe or any other like army-based, accessory bunch, he's a good figure to get. I mean, he just looks combat ready. He looks like he's ready to go out on the front lines and kick some tail. And here's Peggy Carter. She does look very good. She comes with trigger fingers, which actually she's got a gripping hand and a trigger finger. So she is right-handed when it comes to shooting the gun. She does have full shoulder rotation, single jointed elbows, standard for Hasbro. But I feel the weird thing is, and maybe you've already seen it, her feet. Her feet are so tiny. And usually I don't notice these kinds of things, but that's tiny feet. You look at Steve here, and that's kind of crazy. And I think with how they molded the legs, I think that's supposed to be pantyhose. Articulation-wise, she's not exactly going to be doing, ninja kicks or anything. This dress piece really inhibits her leg articulation. She does have double-jointed knees, but at the same time, it's like, what are you going to do with them? There's nothing there. And this thing, it's solid. They clearly put it on and then assembled the figure because there's no way you're going to be able to take it off. She does have wrist rotation, hinge on the hand. She does rotate at the waist, but then if you fold her back too far, there's a gap. So maybe not have her do too many crunches. I mean, she's going to do great on the MCU shelf. I promise you. She's going to go right there. But I feel like there's a little bit more that they could have done. She barely has any accessories in this pack, which I think is odd, but I think they did the bare minimum just to get a Peggy figure out on the market. And the fact that they had to pair her up in a 2-pack says that they probably didn't expect her to sell very well. I definitely would have picked one up. It's unfortunate that it had to be, packed in with yet another Captain America. You couldn't have done some other character. I mean, it's the 10 years line. Celebrate every character. We could have gotten a Howard Stark. Throw something we haven't seen before in the 2-pack. Give us some bang for our buck. We've got so many Captain America action figures. I do, definitely. I don't need another one. He is awesome, though. He is very cool. But Peggy definitely should have been paired up in a 2-pack with a character we hadn't seen before. So, what are my final thoughts on the 2-pack? Well, I like it. I like it especially because I got it for fairly cheap. This originally was $50. I didn't pay that much, so I have a skewed opinion on it. But those who did pay $50, I feel like maybe you didn't get the full value out of this. It's not a bad 2-pack, but with yet another Captain America and a very unique Peggy Carter, you're not looking at, a bad figure. It's just a unique figure. I'll say that. A unique figure. You definitely could have seen it in a single carded release, but I guess Hasbro just didn't think she'd sell well enough on her own, so they paired her up with the safe bet Captain America. So I don't blame them, but I feel like they got to have a little bit more confidence. She's been in several movies. Just release her on her own. See what happens. Cap, though, this dude is a beefcake. He's got the armor. He's got the bandoliers, individually painted buttons. He's solid. This is a great figure. For the 2-pack, I'm going to give it like a 4 out of 5. I really like it. Came with a lot of stuff for him. Maybe a gun for her, but glad they gave her trigger fingers. That way you know she's supposed to have something. This was pretty good. I'm glad we got Peggy. I really am. I really bought it for Peggy. I'm sure everyone else did. I mean, let's be real. We all bought it for Peggy. This was the key thing to buy from this 2-pack, and she looks really good. So I think a 4 out of 5 is really good. Definitely pick it up if you see it. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Hit like, share, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite MCU movie is. Mine? Maybe Endgame? I don't know. There's just so many moments where I just like audibly cheered. It's one of those unique movie experiences that you'll never see again. Questions, comments, concerns, you can always hit me up at The Toy Temple, both on Instagram and Twitter. And remember, you're never too old to enjoy the things you love.